Our question of the day from Andrew in Minnesota. As a new CFO, I'm learning that I need to grow my confidence in making decisions. Previously, my roles have been very customer-focused or admin-heavy, like accounting, where the right answer is always yes or find a solution. However, I know as a leader, the answer sometimes has to be no. How do I learn to build that skill and not come across as a jerk? You have any advice for mentors, books, training, or education that would help me in this area? And as I grow, how do I remain humble so that confidence or ego doesn't get in the way or lead to bad decision making? Well, confidence is not the opposite of humble. Arrogance is the opposite of humble. Competence and confidence are required to be a CFO, because a CFO is an executive branch decision-making role. And you're supposed to be sitting with the president and the owner of the company making suggestions in the financial arena, not merely executing the accounting statements. And so there's nothing about that that's a jerk. And so smiling is a good start, even if you're delivering bad news. Just smile while you're doing it. And you go, I'm sorry, guys, this isn't working, and we're smiling. And we have to do something different here. And, the answer is no, we don't have the money to do that. And if you got any better ideas, talk to me about it, but I don't see how we can do it. And it's just a no. I mean, and one of the most powerful words in the English language that will set you free is the word no. But it doesn't have to be delivered at the top of your lungs or laced with cuss words. It can just simply be a gentle, quiet smile and no. I wish we could, but we can't. We don't have the money. We don't have the bandwidth. We don't have the whatever. We can't be everything. Only God is everything, and we're not him. And so, in terms of, I don't know of, other than the Bible, I don't know what teaches you to people skills necessarily that would give you the confidence to say no with a quiet, gentle spirit based in strength. And Warren Wiersbe says, meekness is not weakness. It's power under control. And so that's what you need as a CFO, is this gentle confidence. And if you're good at your job and your answer is based in the way you see the facts, just say, here are the facts. And based on those facts, I think the answer is no. I don't think we can do it. What do you think? And that could be talking to your owner, or it could be talking to a subordinate. It could be talking to one of the other departments. And go, and hey, if you think it's different, let's talk about it, but I don't see how we can do it, and here's why. And so, but one of the things we've done around here is we're always training up the next layer of leaders. Even if someone's not in a leadership role, I want them to know how a decision was made and why a decision was made, so that the next time they are faced with that same decision, they understand the decision-making framework, the values and the principles that we use to make that call that way. And so you can do a little teaching with your no. No, I don't think we can do that. Here's why. And ... And this is what's bothering me about that. If you can bring me some evidence of something I don't understand that can help me make that a yes, I don't mind. But right now, I think it's a no, and you show me otherwise. Or next time you're getting ready to face this exact same thing, at least you have the same framework to make the decision, because I just explained it to you. And so you lay out why something happens and how something happens as a method of training, but it's also a gentle method of delivering a no, a good way to communicate. But increasing your verbal skills and your communication, your patience, compassion with people, can allow you to have that gentle calmness and strength that sometimes just says, we can't work together, or sometimes it says, it's as simple as, I've got to teach you how we got here, and that'll alleviate their frustration. But if someone hears a reasonable explanation for something and they can't get their head around that, you got other issues. Or they get all emotional and refuse to get their head around the logic of how you're getting to a place, then you got other issues. You're dealing with a child in your team. And so that's not on you then. That's on their lack of confidence. And so, yeah, I think the more competent you are at the job, in other words, your decision-making paradigm, how you're making suggestions, how you're executing different parts of the CFO role is vital to being able to make a calm, gentle-spirited no with an explanation why, for training purposes, stick. And that'll put you right where you need to be. That's exactly how that works. So that's what you'll do in any executive role, but really in any role inside the organization. Your competence gives you confidence, and that keeps you from entering the land of jerk. Most of the time, jerk comes from insecurity.